Hey, you wanted to see me? Yeah, so about your next picture. Galaxy Fight? Star Wars? Whatever. Look, I'm gonna be frank with you. We don't think this project is gonna go anywhere. We think this'll flop. Oh, look, the only reason why I called you here is to let you know that we're just really not confident in this picture, so we're gonna give you all of the merchandising rights. All of it? All of it. Well, may the 4th be with you. Today is Star Wars Day, unless you're watching this in the future. So, obviously, you know which movie we're going to talk about. Star Wars. What hasn't been said about this movie? For the last 45 years... 45 years? My god, this movie's old. For the last 45 years, this movie and the franchise it spawned has saturated pop culture so much that even if I were to try and come up with a completely original take, you could probably just search the internet and find hundreds of opinions exactly like mine. So here's my totally original, completely new, never said by anyone before me just now opinion. Star Wars is awesome. The biggest reason why I think Star Wars, later rebranded as Episode 4 A New Hope, that is the only time I'm calling it that, this movie's original title in 1977 was just Star Wars, so that's what I'll be calling it.
Star Wars, the first one. We are not calling it A New Hope.
The reason why Star Wars has permeated our minds so successfully for so long is that it has quite the expansive mythology that engages you as an audience. Influenced by many films, books, and world religions, Star Wars borrows from many sources to create its own sense of a lived-in world, or galaxy rather. As the film progresses, we just keep learning more and more about this universe, about its history, the people who lived there, what they believe, and so on. Much like J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, itself a likely influence of Star Wars, the Star Wars universe is so deep in lore that it feels like a real faraway place that somebody went to, learned about, and brought back an amazing story to tell us. That person was George Lucas. Despite all of the on-set issues that plagued this movie's production, despite almost nobody believing in him, George had a vision that he needed to share, and thank God he got to share it because I just can't even imagine what cinema, or heck, culture as a whole would look like without Star Wars. Everything in this movie, from legend John Williams' amazing score, to the settings, the characters, even the most obscure background aliens are all so iconic that they had to invent Wikipedia because Wikipedia just couldn't handle the amount of articles that needed to be written about this franchise. Like, did you know that the genre of music these guys play is actually called jizz? So yeah, these testicle heads are jizzing right now. What? If there's anything to complain about in this movie, it's that of all of the theatrical Star Wars films, this one is by far the roughest. I mean, this lightsaber duel, while thematically great, did not hold up well technically even 3 years later for the next movie. But all of this deserves to be forgiven. Being the first movie with the smallest budget and many doubters, including George Lucas himself sometimes, it was not just an uphill battle to get this movie made, it was like storming the beaches of Normandy. That is, if the beaches of Normandy were the cliffs of Dover. It's a miracle that this movie turned out to be passable at all, much less brilliant. So yeah, I could probably make a 30-minute video for every frame in this movie, and there'd be people who'd watch it. But there's already other channels that do that, and I don't have that kind of time. So, wrapping this up, Star Wars Episode, the original one, is without a doubt a movie that everyone just has to see. While not a perfect little art house film that some critics would love, I'm not some critic. I'm just a movie fan, and as a movie fan, I say that Star Wars is perfect in my heart. So, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it. May the Force be with you, and good night. Also, Luke is still a whiny space brat.
It just isn't fair.